Why are we given two greatest commandments? That is the title for this podcast. Now, I know it's been a while since I made a podcast, but we are about to enter a new year in a few weeks. So we will let this be an important message for all of us in the coming year. So why are we given two greatest commandments, which will be found in the book of Matthew 22, I believe 36. So Matthew 22 verse 36. Because we are given two greatest commandments. First being love God with all your heart, your mind and soul. And the second is like unto the first. But it says love thy neighbor as yourself. Now these two are key to who we are. Because from the biblical standpoint, the first thing you will realize is man was created in the image of God. And those of you who have listened to my podcast, you know when I talk about us being created in the image of God, I'm not talking about our physicality or our flesh. Most of us know we have a thing that we call soul, which is a real man that was created in the image of God. And so this man, our innermost, and the Father are one. Because we are going to make man in the image and after our likeness. And so when you come against Matthew 22:36, you will realize then why it is so important to love God and love your neighbor. And just as we said, our innermost, our soul, which is encased in this physical body. When they say neighbor, if you have a house, there is someone who lives in it. It is a person that lives in a house that is your neighbor, not the house. And so when we see each other, our neighbor is the person or the entity who is in that physical body. And so once you wake up to this reality, you will love that neighbor or this soul as you love yourself. Therefore, there will be no mistreatment of the other. This is the purpose of spirituality, to wake us up to this highest reality. Because it is the soul which was created first. That is, using the eyes to see, using the tongue to taste, using the ears to hear. And this is exactly why we say the soul chooses even their parents, earthly parents, before they are born. Because in the spiritual realm, they see even better than they see in the physical realm. Because these eyes are limited. And so when we don't have the physical body, our senses are much higher than we do in a physical body. And so the physical body is just a vessel, it's a house to move us around. So this is awakening. But when we do not wake up to this reality, then we are asleep. We are dead, spiritual dead. That's all it is. We do not know who we are. We think we are just